Welcome back. The state transportation cabinet is warning car buyers to beware of cars coming from states damaged by hurricane flooding.
State officials say last year, following Hurricane Matthew, they saw the number of requests for rebuilt titles triple in Kentucky. And they say they expect the same following Hurricanes Harvey and Irma.
Our laws are pretty lenient on the requirements to get that rebuilt vehicle title, so that's why we have such a high market for these salvage vehicles.
And to help us break down the news, Andrea Clifford with the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet joins us now. Thanks for coming in. So you have past history to prove that this will most likely happen again.
Absolutely. In 2015, we had about 1,100 requests for rebuilt vehicle titles, but in 2016, which was the year of Hurricane Matthew, we had over 3,500. So we tripled the number. Based on a year with a hurricane, a year with 2 hurricanes, we're likely to see those numbers go even higher.
So let's say I'm a used car buyer. I want to get a good deal. What should I be aware of in the next few months in regards to these cars and what's out there or could be out there?
Well, when you go to purchase a vehicle, if you see a price that's just sounds almost too good to be true, definitely do some homework on it. When you look at the title that the vendor has on the vehicle, if it's red on the borders, the edges around it, that's indicative of a rebuilt vehicle. Not necessarily one from flood damage, could be from other salvage titles that have come in. There will also be the words rebuilt vehicle in the remarks on the title. And there are some other things you should do on your own research, maybe getting a report like a Carfax report or something. You can, take a close look inside the vehicle, lifting up, the floor mats, pulling back some of the carpeting, checking underneath the hood, because when a lot of these vehicles are auctioned off in Florida, Texas, for sake, and brought to Kentucky, they only have to be rebuilt to the part where they are actually running on the roadway, and that could just mean changing of all the fluids and cleaning it very well inside and out. It doesn't mean like the whole engine has been rebuilt. If it's running fine, they may try to sell it to you, but there could be further water damage to the electrical systems, mechanical, and safety components.
So the bottom line is here, rebuilt in Kentucky can mean a lot of things.
Yes.
And if you take that car to a state where it's been deemed a total loss, you could be in big trouble, right?
Yes, you do run a risk of having that vehicle confiscated if you take it back to its state of origin. We've had reports in the past of people who've driven a vehicle back to a state where it was deemed a total loss, and say they were, pulled over by police for some other reason. When they run that VIN number, they can confiscate the vehicle because it's not supposed to be returned back to that state, and a lot of people don't know that.
Given what you know right now, when do you think would be the time we might see in Kentucky a lot of these cars arrive?
We'll probably see them in the next couple of months. The reason it doesn't happen just the week after the hurricane is many of the owners in the states where the hurricanes have happened, they have to wait until the vehicle has been deemed a total loss by their insurance companies and they get their check for that vehicle. And with all of the flooding that we've seen, it could take a while because there are thousands and thousands of vehicles in this condition. So then those vehicles are auctioned off and brought back to Kentucky and other states that do this as well.
In looking at other states, is Kentucky more lenient than other states when it comes to titling?
We're more lenient in the fact that the type of inspection that is performed is a lot less thorough than some other states. We don't require an in-depth safety inspection. All that's required by our law is matching the VIN number on the vehicle with the title and matching the odometer readings, and there's a visual inspection that takes place, but an in-depth safety inspection is not required in Kentucky per our laws.
All right. Thank you, Andrea.
Thanks, Andrea.
And you can join the conversation by leaving your comments on WKYT.com or on our Facebook page. Let us know what you think.